All right, today we're going to break down a really fascinating master plan. It's a blueprint that's designed not just to teach you about technology, but to tackle a very real, very human challenge: tech anxiety. We're going to take a look at the strategy here for how to build that confidence right from the ground up. So let's just start with a question. What's the biggest hurdle when it comes to picking up a new device or maybe a new app? The source material we're looking at today suggests the answer isn't about the hardware or the software at all. It's something much, much deeper and way more personal. Okay, so here's our roadmap. We're going to start by looking at what's called the confidence gap. Then we'll dissect the feelings behind it. From there, we'll get into the actual blueprint for building trust, talk about those first crucial steps, and finally, get to the good stuff, the real-world benefits this whole thing is designed to unlock. So this master plan, it really hones in on one specific problem. For a lot of seniors, we're talking about folks between 55 and 80, the issue isn't that they don't have a phone or a tablet. The real wall they hit is this powerful mix of anxiety and self-doubt that can stop the learning process dead in its tracks before it even starts. You see, this plan isn't about teaching someone how to tap an icon. It's about systematically taking apart these emotional barriers. You've got the fear of breaking something, the self-doubt that whispers, "I'm just too old for this," the discouragement that hits after one simple mistake, and just that general feeling of being completely unsure of where to even begin. Right? So before you can build any kind of solution, you have to truly understand the problem from a human angle. This next part of the plan is all about getting inside the learner's head, mapping out the landscape of what's making them so apprehensive. And the plan is designed to directly counteract some very specific feelings. That nervousness you get before you even turn a device on, the fear of tapping the wrong button and messing something up for good, and that quiet worry that the world is just moving on without you. These are the real dragons that need slaying here. Now, this is where the strategy gets really interesting. The very first move in this master plan isn't to present a solution. It's to validate the feeling. By just saying these fears are normal, the plan immediately lowers the learner's guard and says, hey, you're not alone and you're not wrong for feeling this way. And that brings us to the absolute core of this entire strategy. This is not just a list of teaching tips. It is a carefully sequenced 9-point communication plan. It's designed to methodically build a foundation of trust and psychological safety for the person learning. Let's just walk through this because the sequence here is everything. Step 1, it starts warm and caring. Then, steps 2 and 3, it immediately acknowledges and normalizes those fears. It says it's okay to be worried. Step 4, it pivots to success stories showing proof that it's possible. It's only then, at step 5, that it explains the why, the actual benefits. The how comes next. 6 and 7 are all about guiding slow, safe first steps and offering mindset tips. Step 8 is so important. It flat out encourages mistakes. It says they're part of learning. And it all wraps up with step 9, a powerful message of empowerment. Every single step is a brick being laid in this wall of confidence. And this entire plan is held up by a solid foundation, specific rules of engagement. The tone has to always be warm, encouraging, and respectful. And the language, absolutely no technical words, no jargon. It's all about using simple, everyday examples and some gentle motivation to create a totally zero-pressure environment. This rule is absolutely critical. The plan explicitly says, do not, under any circumstances, compare seniors to younger tech-native generations. Why? Well, because comparison is the thief of joy, right? And in this context, it's the absolute killer of confidence. The goal is to create a completely judgment-free zone that's focused only on the learner's own personal journey. Okay, so now we see how the plan builds from that safe emotional space to actually encouraging the very first, maybe tentative steps into the digital world. This is where trust starts to turn into real, tangible action. Before a single button gets pressed, the plan works to install a whole new mindset. It's called the gentle approach, and it's not about speed or perfection. The core ideas are start slow, make safety a priority, and, most importantly, accept that making mistakes isn't just okay, it's a required part of learning. The practical way you do this is so simple. Just start small. Don't try to master email, video calls, and online banking all in one afternoon. The plan says you should set tiny, manageable goals. Maybe the first goal is just turning the device on and off with confidence. Hey, that's a win. This phrase right here, mistakes are okay, is basically the mantra for the entire strategy. It is such a powerful tool, and it's designed to just diffuse all that anxiety. It reframes what a learner might see as failure into a necessary, productive step towards getting it right. Every wrong tap is just you collecting data for the next try. So, after building up all that trust and encouraging those first small actions, the plan shifts its focus to the ultimate motivation. It's time to connect the dots between learning this new skill and the real, life-enhancing rewards that are waiting on the other side. And this is the whole point, isn't it? This was never really about learning to use a tablet. It's about using that tablet to video call your grandkids. It's about ordering groceries online so you can maintain your independence, or accessing a world of information from your armchair. It's about reigniting old hobbies and, maybe most importantly, gaining this renewed sense of confidence and connection to the world. When you step back and look at all the pieces together, it just becomes so clear. This isn't just a lesson plan. It's a deliberate and a deeply empathetic strategy for empowerment. It's engineered to give someone back a sense of control, of capability, and connection in a world that's getting more and more digital every day. And that kind of leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? This master plan, this combination of validation, trust building, and gentle encouragement is incredibly effective for tech. But it makes you wonder, if this is how we can solve tech anxiety, what other fears, what other complex skills could we all learn if we just started with a little more empathy?